Hey guys, I hope you guys are doing well. Today is day 30 of the Daily Bread, day 30, so hitting that month mark of doing this, and I'm pretty pumped up about it. It's a really good day for it to be the 30th day. I've got more time than I've had recently tonight to just like make videos and kind of read through the Word. And we're starting John today, and so I didn't read a ton today. I plan to read more before bed, but I just kind of read up until John 4, so I read through John 3, and I mean, I was reading it, and I didn't even put two and two together that it was like John 3, because it's like one of the most well-known verses well-known chapters in the book of John and in the Bible. And so I'm gonna read from John 3:16 through 18, and then I'll probably go over a little context of John 3. It's probably one of my favorite chapters that I read through this process. I think there's a lot that we can get out of it, and I could probably make a bunch of videos just from John 3. But with that being said, let's get right into it. It goes, "For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life. For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world through him. Whoever believes in him is not condemned, but whoever does not believe stands condemned already, because they have not believed in the name of God's one and only Son." So this is probably one of the most well-known verses in the Bible. Maybe second to Genesis 1 in the beginning, but like everybody knows John 3:16. I just remember growing up, just seeing it everywhere, and still I see John 3:16 on cars, on people's got it tatted, people's got it on shirts, like it's everywhere, right? And it's such a powerful and such a great and like uplifting message that God would send his only Son for us, not to condemn us, but to save us. And not just to save the righteous, but to save the sinners. Like you always see Jesus eating with tax collectors and sinners, and going out and preaching to people, and going and taking little children and talking to them and blessing them, right? And healing the possessed and the sick and the lame and all that. He's not here to save the righteous necessarily. He's going to bring them along too, but he's not strictly after them. He's here to save the world, not condemn us, not to shame us and send us to hell and wag his finger saying that we got to follow all these rules. And so this passage always sticks out to me because I've always grown up seeing it. I really go back and remember always seeing the highlights of Tim Tebow with John 3:16 on at Florida, and then like seeing that crazy video of him when he was playing at Denver. I think it was a playoff game, but he had John 3:16 on his eye black, and all of his stats for that game were 3:16. His yards, his like completion percentage, or his like all the stats or whatever. You guys should look it up if you want to see like a crazy work of God. Go and look up Tim Tebow Denver football John 3:16 game, something like that. It'll be a video and it'll show all his stats, all 3:16, and just like it can't be a coincidence. It can't be. But it always sticks out to me, and I love John 17, where it says, "For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world through him." Like I just said, with how he's going to bring the righteous, but he wants the sinners too. Like he's not just here to send people to hell. He's not here to send people to hell. He's here to bring people to grace. And so also with John 3, I think we should provide a little context. And I really like the start of John 3 too, because Nicodemus he's a Jewish ruling council member, and he comes to Jesus at night. He doesn't really want to be seen by a lot of people. And he goes, "We know that you're sent from God. We know that he said, I think it's we know that you are a teacher who has come from God. And then he asks him all these questions, and Jesus starts talking about baptism and what it means to be baptized. And so Nicodemus doesn't really follow. And so Jesus then now explains further what baptism represents, and just like what God is doing and what God has sent by bringing Jesus, which is just awesome. And then at the end of the major bit before it goes about John testifies again about Jesus, talks about people liking to be in the darkness where their sins are unseen, but living in the light is, in the sight of God, is where we should be, and that's where we should aim to be. And so I really just would suggest to anybody to read John 3 the full way through, and not just John 3:16 because it's a well-known verse, but to really just sit with it, because I just think it's a great chapter, and there's a lot of different things that you can get out of it. And I really think you should go and write some things down, especially about the darkness and the light. Why do you guys think Nicodemus came at night? That kind of thing, right? But yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today, guys. I'm really happy that that I've stuck with it every day so far for these 30 days, and I want to continue doing that. I'm pretty pumped up. I feel very close to the Lord. I still mess up, but I'm feeling good. I hope you guys are doing the same. Yeah, guys, I hope you guys are doing well. Have a great night. God bless.